Ethereum. It's pretty damn rare that I do a total video on Ethereum or even Bitcoin, because it feels like everyone knows about them at this point. I want to talk about what Ethereum can hit in the next bull cycle. This is based on all the developments that we've seen over the past decade now, really, but particularly the last year, year and a half, what we've seen in Ethereum, the transitions to proof of stake. I want to see what this can do. Before I get into any of that though, guys, if you're new to the channel here, these are the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In the videos, I show myself buying these coins up because I expect them to have big profits, and you can see what all of these coins were worth when I recorded my videos. You can see the highs that these coins hit less than a year and a half on, and you can also see what your profit would have been if you'd put $100 into each one. And if you had done that for all of them and sat on them for, like I say, about a year and a half and then sold them, your profit would have been over 123 grand, which is not too bad. I sold all of these. We've had a market crash. Since the market crash, I've been buying up new coins. They're not here, but I share them on my website, which is copymycrypto.com. So anytime I find a crypto that I think can do these kinds of profits, that can make me very good money, I buy it. And what that means is I'll jump onto my site and I will talk to my members. I'll tell them what the coin is that I'm looking at, what profits I think that coin can have, and what percentage of my cash I'm going to put into it. And what that means is the members can copy along exactly. It means they'll make the exact same profit as me. And there's a big bonus there. They don't have to do any of the market research. They don't have to dive into charts. They don't have to learn about emerging technologies. They can just copy along. And if that sounds good to you, just pause this video now, head to the site, and see what it's all about. On there, you'll see things that I've said in the past. You'll see what the members have made. You'll see like videos, one of which is like the back end of a course I did about Phantom in 2020 and why it would 100x or more. Quick reminder, it did nearly 700x gains. When I find the next Phantom, I'm not doing a course, I just go onto the site and tell the members about it. So if you want to get on the next big coin, copymycrypto.com is where you want to go. So if you like what you see, guys, try the service out. So Ethereum. Ethereum has done some very nice gains in the past few days. And look, you know, Ethereum is the king of smart contract tech. It's the oldest. It's the granddad. It's not quite the granddad. The granddad is Bitcoin. It's the daddy. It has first mover advantage on everything. Like, apart from basically being a cryptocurrency, which, you know, Bitcoin has the first mover advantage there. But Ethereum is a decentralized open source blockchain system. It is a smart contract compatible blockchain system. It's the first of its kind. Ethereum was first described in a 2013 white paper by Vitalik Buterin, along with the co-founders, of which those are people like Gavin Wood, those are people like Charles Hoskinson, people that are now running very significant and massive cryptocurrency projects. You know, basically the resume of anyone that was a co-founder of Ethereum is pretty amazing. The project team managed to raise 18.3 million in Bitcoin, and Ethereum's price in the ICO offering was 31.1 cents, with over 60 million Ethereum that was sold. Taking Ethereum's price now, this puts the return on investment at an annualized rate of over 270%, essentially almost quadrupling your investment every single year since 2014. Although that's probably quite wrong now. The Ethereum Foundation officially launched the blockchain on July 2015 under the prototype codename Frontier. Since then, there's been several network upgrades. You've had Constantinople, Istanbul, Moya Glacier, I hope I'm saying that right, Berlin, and most recently the London hard fork. The Ethereum's goal is to become a global platform for decentralized applications, allowing users from all over the world to write and run software that is resistant to censorship, downtime, and fraud. The founders of Ethereum, Vitalik Buterin, Gavin Wood. You also had Anthony D'Iorio, who underwrote the project during its early stage development, Charles Hoskinson, who played the principal role in establishing the Swiss-based Ethereum Foundation and its legal framework, Mihai Ailsi, and Joseph Lubin, and Amir Shetrit. As I said, all of these individuals have ended up, well, on top of being very, very rich, have been very, very successful in the crypto space. Ethereum has, I mean, Jesus Christ, it's now comfortably the biggest, it's the biggest ecosystem in all of crypto. I like the fact that when you check the website, there is the ethereum.org website and then Wikipedia, because Ethereum's so goddamn big, it's easier to just reference Wikipedia. So you can see all about it. There's Vitalik. You can see about the CryptoKitties, blockchain game that basically crashed the network for friggin' ages. There's a lot here. Now, overall, if you want to break down the Ethereum network, you can go on to ethereum.org and just check it out. Whether you want to check out layering solutions or dApps or whatever. So the DeFi within Ethereum, it goes through the actual importance of what it is and what the point of it is, rather than the overall ecosystem. At this point, it's pretty much impossible to get the Ethereum ecosystem into one single document because it's just so substantial. You've got your dApps. These are, again, similar principle, but there's at least some of these that they share. Obviously, Uniswap is one, OpenSea, Gods Unchained, Ethereum Name Service. But again, that's it's staggeringly large. Axie Infinity, Gods Unchained, it's huge. And then you got your DAOs, and again, you can run through exactly what a DAO is and how it works. Now, Ethereum Community DAO, so there you go. You can actually see a list, to be fair. So, I'm presuming you should be able to see some list of DeFi. Nah, probably not, right? Fair enough. So, there's a lot that's happened over the last year and a half. Obviously, they went to proof of stake. That changed a lot because a lot of the miners that were mining Ethereum have left. So, one thing that Ethereum is going to do is going to result in significant pumps for other proof of work cryptos when miners have now flocked towards. Probably the biggest news that's happened ever, really, is the Bitcoin ETF, 11 confirmed. What this means is Bitcoin is mainstream. And it means family practices, it means pension funds, it means hedge funds, it means banks, it means everyone can buy it. I mean, they buy it through an ETF, so it's not really owning Bitcoin, but it's exposure to Bitcoin in a traditional market. It's a huge step. And regardless of what happens with the price action of Bitcoin after that, because, we've seen pumps, we've seen a dump, we saw 12,000 Bitcoin arrive on Coinbase at one point, right? A lot of weird stuff's happened. But whilst all this was happening, Ethereum did pump quite a lot. While Bitcoin was kind of moving up and down, but Ethereum just kept riding high. And why is that? Well, should be fairly obvious, but now that we've got Bitcoin ETF, the next ETF within crypto will be Ethereum. No other crypto will get an ETF before Ethereum. We know this. And we know this for a couple of reasons. Look, Gary Gensler and the SEC, ignoring the massive loser statement that they put out in the way that they went, yes, we have permitted a Bitcoin ETF, but that doesn't mean we endorse Bitcoin or, It's like a really pissy way of accepting a loss, right? the former SEC chairman outright identified Bitcoin as not a security. We also saw the former SEC chairman outright say Ethereum is not. Now, it happened that there was a little bit of dodginess there, and a lot of that is referenced within the XRP legal archives, from the case that they had with the SEC. But we know that once Ethereum is the next one to get an ETF. There's not going to be another one before Ethereum. Ethereum has the widest reach of all of crypto. It is the most used network, and that's in spite of some of its flaws. One of its flaws is its throughput. Its throughput is terrible. However, the layering solutions that have arrived on Ethereum are huge, and they've been immensely helpful. We have, Polygon, we have Immutable X, we have Chromia, we have Cartesi, we have countless layer 2s, and they're done in Optimism, Arbitrum. We've got tons of different layering solutions, which what that has done is ensure, what that's done is ensure that Ethereum's use case continues. And whilst maybe people are going to use Ethereum significantly less and more regularly use Arbitrum, Optimism, Polygon, Boba, whatever. What we are going to see is Ethereum still being it still is the infrastructure. These layering solutions are built on top of Ethereum. So, and I do believe in the next bull cycle, it will pretty much be the year of layer 2s. I think we're going to see huge surges in the value of layer 2s, and as a result, Ethereum is going to continue to become more of a store of value, because that's not really what it's meant to be, what its purpose was. Nor, by the way, Bitcoin its never intended purpose was to be a store of value, but that's what it became. And Ethereum will do the same thing, because the fundamental reality is right now, why would you use Ethereum? Why would you do any sort of swap on Ethereum when you could just swap on Arbitrum or Optimism and save yourself lots of money? So I do believe the next bull cycle is going to be the year of layer 2s, but and I think Ethereum is going to transition more and more and more into a store of value. I think Ethereum is destined for $1 trillion market cap. It's currently sitting at a 311 billion market cap. So to achieve the $1 trillion market cap, it roughly has to hit around $8,500. I actually do think it will exceed this. I think Ethereum will finally hit 5 digits. I think Ethereum will hit $10,000 in the next bull cycle. But what's particularly interesting is the developments of layer 2s. And it's something worth paying attention to if you want a perspective on Ethereum, because we are seeing the surge, and we have been for the last 2 years, the surge in layer 2s. And the reason we're seeing the surge in layer 2s is because everyone wants to use Ethereum, but they want to use Ethereum cheaper and faster. And that's what layer 2s do. So as you see layer 2s getting more of an uptake, more usage, more customers, quote-unquote customers, right? But more users, you're going to see, obviously, the underlying layer 2 price do very well, but it solidifies Ethereum as a store of value, as a coin. And that's what it will become. And in the last bull cycle, there was a lot of conversation around the concept of the flippening, of Bitcoin being flipped by Ethereum. I do believe that is possible. In the next bull cycle, I think it's pretty unlikely. Purely off the basis that I do think we should be seeing Bitcoin hitting 100,000 a coin, which would put it, at a market cap very, very close to $2 trillion. So as a result, for that to happen, you'd be looking at each Ethereum being roughly $16,000, $17,000, which, whilst possible, feels unlikely. But anything in crypto is possible. However, what I would say, in 10 years, Ethereum probably will be worth far more than that. But in the next bull cycle, I think you're looking at that $1 trillion mark. And the thing is once the $1 trillion market cap is broken, we probably will see a significant surge in price immediately. It's like a barrier. It's like a resistance point. There's this huge psychological barrier at $1 trillion, and when it's broken, we'll probably see Ethereum, the day after, surge 10%, 15% just then and there, because holy crap, it's broke $1 trillion. And that, like I said, it would hit $8,500. You add on 10%, you've already got another. It's now up to $9,350. So very doable. I think $10,000 is very doable. And to be honest, it genuinely wouldn't be too much of a shock if it started hitting higher. But yeah, especially when an Ethereum ETF is inevitable, we're going to see it probably within 6 months. Or certainly, the conversation around it is going to be happening every day. Every day. So sooner or later, when it lands, the explosion. And again, it won't be the same. It'll be the same as Bitcoin. It lands. There might be a pump. There might be a dump. It won't. You don't see the money from an ETF flow in all in one day, and it goes. You don't see like 100% gain in a day just because there's an ETF. That money getting into it takes a long time for it to be reflected in the market. But yeah, $10,000 I think is fair. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think it's going to do 20? Does anyone think 100,000? I did see someone saying that on YouTube, which I found odd. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below. 100,000, by the way, could do it, but not next bull cycle. Maybe 30 years. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. And guys, if you want to copy along, make the same profits I do in the next bull cycle, you can head over to copymycrypto.com. That's the site I run where I share with my members every coin that I own. Anytime I buy a crypto, I let my members know what crypto I'm buying, why I'm buying it, what profits I think it can have, what percentage of my cash I'm putting in, and they can copy along exactly. When I sell a coin, I do the exact same thing. I let my members know what sort of coin I'm selling, why I'm selling it, what percentage I'm selling, and what I'm doing with my profits. Copymycrypto.com is where the members can make the exact same profits because they can get in at the same time, get out at the same time. The huge added bonus as well is there's no damn work for any of the members. They don't have to read charts. They don't have to read white papers. They don't have to learn about new technologies. They don't have to learn about AI. They don't have to learn about any of it. They can be in the markets without having to do the work. And if that sounds good to you, head over to copymycrypto.com, have a look at the site, see what it's all about, see if it's something that you want to try. And if it is, I'll see you there, guys. And that's it from me. Have a good day. Take care.